Then on the other end, works his way around, misses, then followed and put it home. He had 36 points. The Heat were in control, up 8 with 4 minutes left. Derek Coleman was leading the Nets, but Bill Fitch benched him and went to others down the stretch, including Mookie Blaylock, the 20-foot jumper that iced the game. Kevin Lockery's team blew an 8-point lead in the final 4 minutes. New Jersey with a huge road win in the conference, working it around to a wide-open George McLeod, part of a 14-4 run on the Hornets, and Indiana was in control. Then Vern Fleming working around to Reggie Miller with a three-pointer. Pacers up by a dozen at the break, 66-54. The Hornets continue to play poorly. This meant more to the Pacers, and they played like a Detlef Schrempf, knifing down the lane and laying it home. A huge night for Detlef. On the other end of this alley-oop from Vern Fleming, Schrempf had 23 points and 10 rebounds. Person 12 points in the season high, 14 rebounds, and they went at 123-96. And they make the playoffs in a loss to the Pistons, and Patrick Ewing was looking anywhere and everywhere for his shot. Only had 4 in the first half. Ewing, though, the good percentage two-handed stick, he had 23. Wes Unseld trying to get the ball to the Big E on the Bullets, not Ellison, but Eccles out of UNO. The off-balance jumper over Ewing, and then Eccles turning around and hitting. He had 38. Bullets up 1 with a minute to go. The Knicks defense, Ewing blocking Wingate. Then Anthony Mason stuffs Larry Stewart. A minute to go, Knicks up 1. Bullets have a chance to win. Larry Stewart is open, and it goes in and out. Then the Knicks up 2, and the Bullets have a chance to tie. Stewart driving. Mark Jackson takes the charge. The Knicks add a free throw. They're up 3. 1.4 seconds to play. A chance to tie on the three-pointer. Eccles' shot does not go. It was there for the taking, but Wes Unseld and the Bullets could not take it from the Knicks. They win their 50th game of the season. Chris Ford says, let's let Kevin Gamble take the shot.
Pulled off by Gamble. Gamble just launches, and it goes! It goes!
And you know that deserves a wow. Celts up 5 after 1 third quarter. Charles Barkley on the other end. He gets the Sixers to within 3, but late in the fourth quarter, they're down just 1. Barkley has a chance to put his team ahead, and he's just short. And then at the other end, the Celtics, Reggie Lewis with a key shot here to seal the deal. That gave the Celtics an insurmountable advantage as they take it 99-94 and keep the chase on. The Rockets battling for a playoff spot against the Blazers without Drexler and Kersey. Akeem getting it to Matt Bullard, who hits the 3, and then Akeem to Sleepy Floyd. 3-ball, corner pocket. Rockets up 10 at the half, and it seemed like everybody was rocking and rolling for the Rockets. Cliff Robinson helps to bring the Blazers back with the miss off of Duckworth's shot, and the Rockets within only a 4-point lead until Otis Thorpe goes back, grabs his only miss of the game to put it in. He hit 11 of 12 to beat Rick Adelman's Blazers. 24 points for Thorpe. And Sacramento at the clip joint of Magic Johnson, hoping to maybe be an owner of the Sacramento franchise. He'd want to be an owner after this one. Anthony Bonner from Richmond with a hoop and some harm for the Kings. They were up 10 in the fourth. Danny Manning arguing a call, ejected, and Magic left as well. After being down 8, Gary Grant with a three-pointer gets the Clips close, but Randy Brown finishes it off for the Kings, who win. Tisdale also had 24. The Kings.
He is Jerry Tarkanian, and he will take the reins in San Antonio this coming season. CNN's Nick Charles has all the details.
It took 32 years of towel-biting, verbal battles with the NCAA that went all the way to the Supreme Court. And most of all, the best winning percentage in the history of college basketball, including a national championship. But after all of that, Jerry Tarkanian finally went pro.
I've always felt that I would coach in the NBA, and I felt this was a great opportunity. I like the team. I like the organization. I think it has a chance of being really outstanding. And like I said, there's a lot of similarities here in San Antonio and Las Vegas.
Tarkanian's strengths are many. None perhaps more important, though, than the fact players love to play for him.
He taught me a lot in college. I mean, he taught me on the court how to be determined, to do what you want to do and not let anyone stand in your way. And he showed me the NBA style of game.
It's going to be a lot of fun for him because, coaching is something that he loves doing, something he's, always aspired to do, and he does very well. And, I think that's a real good situation to go into.
Anyone who's excelled under Tarkanian is fiercely loyal to him. He has the gaudiest win percentage in college basketball history. So how can the 61-year-old Tarkanian go wrong in the pros?
And I think basically you have to do the same things to be successful. You have to unite a team. They have to become a close-knit group. They have to play unselfishly. They have to play hard. They have to make personal sacrifices for team goals. None of that changes. I don't think that part is any different.
Tarkanian said he put out feelers for the Spurs job as soon as it opened up. He's delighted to be able to worry only about basketball and not NCAA rules or recruiting. And he immediately began forging what he hopes will be a great relationship with his new players.
He's gotten players from all walks of life, and they've respected him as a coach, and they've enjoyed playing for him. And that's really all you can ask for. He's been successful, so he obviously knows how to win basketball games.
I was ecstatic. I was happy for him. I was happy for the Spurs organization, and he's going to pretty much pick up from where he left off at UNLV as far as his winning percentage and what he have done for the city and the University of Nevada, Las Vegas here with the Spurs.
I think we'll look back upon this event right here as one of the absolute major events in the history of this franchise.
The reality test will begin next season, but for now, the Spurs and Jerry Tarkanian can only hope this will be a marriage made in heaven. Nick Charles, Inside the NBA.
Because their lead over the Celtics in the Atlantic stood at just a single game, and as we now know, that lead is gone because the Dominique-less Atlanta Hawks came up with a big win. Not pretty early, though, possibly the ugliest fast break of the season. And it is Paul Snoop Graham who mercifully, finally, finishes it off with a bang, and the Hawks are out to an early lead. Now watch here, John Koncak has it stripped away by Mark Jackson, who finds Patrick Ewing all by his lonesome for the reverse jam. And that Hawks lead is starting to dwindle. Very end of the first quarter, Greg Anthony lets her rip. Nothing but the bottom of the net. It is a three-pointer. Who's that? Anyway, off his NBA record 2,273rd steal, Mo Cheeks beating Kevin Willis for the big jam, a 10-0 run, and the Hawks are up. And then Willis, watch here. Oh, here's the finish of that break. But watch here as Willis misses almost everything, including the floor, on this particular shot. This is not easy to do, but there's Graham right there who nails one down. Knicks by just a point. Then the Knicks have something going late, a final chance, 3 taps at it, could not get it to drop, and the Hawks go on to win by a final count of 95-94. Hooray, hooray. We're fighting for 8th place. But it is a big win and possibly even a bigger playoffs. Anyway, Price in the street clothes, but Brad Daugherty was not. He had 12 points in the first quarter, 2 coming off the pinch as he takes it all the way up the floor by himself. Nice layup right there, and the Cavs are up by half dozen. Now, the end of the first quarter, Kevin Lynch misses big on the reverse. Daugherty, though, is there for the board. Gets it knocked away to Larry Johnson, who gives it up to Kendall Gill, who reverses, and the Cavs only by 4. Now in the second, Larry Nance will get the ball with the shot clock winding down and sink the off-balance jumper as he goes to the floor, and they're leading 44-41, the Cavs are. Late second, J.R. Reed spins, hits the J over Daugherty, and the Hornets take the lead. It was Charlotte, in fact, by 5 at halftime, but in the third, Kendall Gill drives through traffic and slams. Hornets by 6. And in the fourth, Terrell Brandon. Look at this D by the Hornets. Has it stripped away. A lot of people touch it. Larry Johnson, Kevin Lynch, great pass back to Johnson, who slams it down. Gill had 28 points. Johnson had 25. J.R. Reed, 19. A nice game for the front line as the
play. Elementary, my dear Watson. Psst. Hey, Scotty, did you see the halftime Olympic gymnastic tryouts? Look, I'm no scientist, but that girl in the pink outfit may be dabbling with steroids. That hairy back is a dead giveaway. Now from the Trey Chic department, threes from way out. Jerome Kersey beats the buzzer, and Del Curry, never a Del moment. Tony Brown from downtown to the coach's corner. Bob Hill is hot. Kevin Lockery is hotter. But Mike Dunleavy is on fire. The Laker boss wants answers, and he wants them now. He, of course, was thrown. And from the other end of the spectrum, haven't we seen this pose from the Kings' Rex Hughes many, many times before? Say, has anyone seen the real Detlef Schrempf? Oh, there he is. I guess some white men can.
Show it to him, Det.
Also, this public service announcement. Please, know when to say when. And know when to duck. Muggsy Bogues is marked, but he braces for more. Ever wonder who that Miami Heat mascot Bernie really is? Well, it's Cy Sperling. It's the Hair Club in a can. This wacky league, it'll get you talking to yourself. Ask Karl Malone. Yet for others, it is child's play. So as we bid farewell, we leave you with the best moves of the week. We did some snooping and found this little darling in D.C. You know, Paula Abdul started the same way.
Yeah.